herausst.
Witam was kochani bardzo serdecznie, a to jest kolejna część Zagrajmy w The Book of Unwritten Tales. I muszę wam powiedzieć, że jestem głupi, ponieważ już dawno powinienem ogarnąć się. Nie wiem, czy to się nagrało, bo na czarnym ekranie się rzadko nagrywa w tej grze. Ale powinienem zrozumieć już dawno, że skoro poznałem nową nazwę tego miejsca, do którego płyniemy, to mogę go poszukać w księdze. Jest, Krumpak.
Alright, I just hope the encyclopedia is more up to date than the map. Kedguri, Kayak, Kedguri, Kismet, Krunabel the Terrible, Krunpak. Krunpak, once known as Redstonbury, is a town in the southern heath, known mainly for its salt mining and the blah blah blah. Redstonbury, this is it.
No to znaleźliśmy.
So, Redstonbury, where are you?
Co to za ogr?
That isn't Redstonbury.
Oops,
That isn't Res.
oops.
Dobra, ogarniam już. Mogę
That
mapę?
isn't Redstonbury.
Oops.
Mogę ruszać mapą? Mogę. Dobra, jak dobrze pamiętam, to gdzie jest... Kurde, tu są niemieckie nazwy. Jak ja mam tutaj cokolwiek znaleźć? Jest kamień morski. Tu jesteśmy. O, jest krzemieniec.
There it is, Redstonbury.
Excellent. From there we have to follow the footsteps of the fairy explorer. There are 7 steps in total. I'll read them out and you look where it takes us, okay? Good. We're in Redstonbury. The first point is 2 days' march north to the foot of the mountains. Where's that? Mark the place.
Naprzód do podnóża gór.
Okay, from there, 1 day's march eastwards. The place has to be somewhere on a large plain. Next step, go northeastwards until you reach the road.
Tędy?
You got it? Follow the road in a northerly direction until you reach a river. The next marker goes where the road meets the river. Follow the river to its mouth. That's good. Now head south. Follow down the coast until you reach a large bay. East of the bay there should be islands. Mark the bay. Okay. From there head northeast. It's the second island along. You got it?
I think we have to go over here somewhere.
No, that can't be right. Let's try again, okay?
Dobra, no to jeszcze raz.
Right then, off we go. I've marked Redstonbury on the map.
Good. We're in Redstonbury. The first point is 2 days' march north to the foot of the mountains. Where's that? Mark the place.
2 dni. Gdzieś tu.
Okay, from there, 1 day's march eastwards. The place has to be somewhere on a large plain.
Na dużej równinie tu.
Next step, go northeastwards until you reach the road.
Teraz pytanie, gdzie jest droga? Tutaj w ogóle drogi są niezaznaczone. Jeszcze... Ej! Nazwy miast są jednak spolszczone. No to dobrze. Dobra, uznajmy, że tu.
You got it? Follow the road in a northerly direction until you reach a river. The next marker goes where the road meets the river. Follow the river to its mouth. That's good. Now head south. Follow down the coast until you reach a large bay. East of the bay there should be islands. Mark the bay. Okay. From there head northeast. It's the second island along. You got it?
Druga wyspa z kolei. Ta.
That must be the Isle of Sordia right there.
The fairy's journey to the island was a little strange, but I do believe that you're right. Let's mark the island on a small map. We'll give Nate the map and then we can leave the town at last.
So now we know where we have to go.
And our chauffeur is sitting in the cage outside.
What are we waiting for?
No to mamy wszystko. Idziemy po niego.
We have the map.
At last.
Then we can get this show on the road?
Hey, first get us down, and then we'll cast off.
Yoo-hoo!
Jej! Jak szybko. Jest rozdział 3.
Everything okay with you guys?
Yes! This must be the entrance to the temple. How long do you think it'll take to repair the engine?
Oh, it's more complicated than it seemed. You shouldn't wait for me.
Ooh, how exciting! A sunken temple full of danger and adventure, a lost artifact, and we are the valiant treasure hunters hot on the trail.
Listen, Wilbur.
Się
You did
podniecił.
really well in Seastone, but this is different. Things could get really dangerous here. I prefer if you stayed out of this.
But...
I'll call you if I need you, okay?
but...
He's gonna hate me for that. But I'd rather have an insulted gnome to deal with than a dead one.
Więc co, teraz gramy tylko Iwo? Dobra, w ogóle jak się pięknie krajobraz zmienił.
How did that fish get here? Maybe a seabird left it.
Or it was a flying fish.
Right.
They do exist. Grandad's squadron was called the Flying Hellfish.
A weźmy.
I'll just take one bone. You never know when a small sharped curved thing might come in handy.
Ość, to mi bardziej wygląda na haczyk. A to ciekawe, że w rybie była ość, która wygląda jak haczyk.
A snapped branch, presumably from one of the trees up there. Strange vegetation here. Normally these sorts of plants and trees are more likely to be found in the south.
Teraz jak tak myślę, to chyba lepiej było najpierw pojeździć po tej mapie, pooglądać jakie są w ogóle lokacje w tym świecie. Bo tak to ich nie odwiedzimy.
Captain Bonnet can get water up from the sea with a bucket whilst the airship's still in flight. But I don't have a clue what he does with it after that. He certainly doesn't wash with it.
I co, są drzwi.
This must be the entrance to the temple. In the past it must have been a side entrance or something. The actual temple with the main entrance has sunk into the ocean. I hope the connection to it's still intact behind this door.
Coś tu jeszcze jest? Poza osami? A, to są
The
pszczoły.
bee's nest is definitely inhabited. There are bees buzzing around all over the place and they're fighting the fire fairies for the nectar. I'm supposed to reach into the bee's nest and steal the honey while the bees are still in the nest. Forget it. I've also got nothing to put the honey in.
No to tak, masz wiadro.
The bucket's too big. I don't want to destroy the whole nest. The bees will be angry with me for that.
Aha. Coś innego? Tu są dziury.
4 little alcoves positioned around the entrance. There are strange symbols under each alcove which I can't read. Under those are words in the old language. Creature of water is how I translate this. Creature of fire is written under this alcove. This is the alcove for the creature of air. Creature of the earth is written there.
O kurde. Już chyba wiem. Stworzenie wody... Jednak nie? Tu też jest piękna muzyka.
One of the paving stones is broken. You can see the earth under it. The earth is hard and dry. One of the earth is...
Dobra. O, kurde.
The earth is sucking the water up like a
Zwilżmy ją.
sponge. Something's moving in the earth. There are worms. The water's enticed them up. I'll take a few before they disappear again.
O. Iwo lubi zbierać robaki. Ale wiecie co? Jeszcze tylko jakaś żyłka i mamy wędkę. Gdzieś to jest żyłka? A, tu jest lina.
Human ropes are so primitive. They get dirty, they rot, and they break.
Weźmy. Całą? Dziwne.
I better not stand on that. Looks unsafe. I better not stand on that. Looks unsafe. The sea swallowed the temple and the artifact of divine fate. If everything goes well, we'll claim it back again today.
Dobra, lina
I've tied
z
the
ością.
to the end of the string.
No, już chciałem powiedzieć, że jest bug i została ość.
I've tied the rope to the stick, and at the end of the rope the fishbone acts as a hook. Just missing the bait now. That gives
Robaki
me a fully functional fishing rod.
i łowimy. Pewnie znowu będzie minigierka. Ostatnio mnie gra w nie dość rozpieszcza.
Hey, Wilbur, could you give me a hand?
Of course.
Can you catch a fish for me?
I never fished before. I'm from the mountains.
It's very simple and completely safe. Come here.
A ona nie może?
And now?
Now you cast the line and wait for a fish to bite.
I should...
Just throw it in.
How do you know if a fish is bitten?
Oh,
One's bit!
Co?
that's great.
Aha.
And now, what next?
You go and stand next to Cheep Cheep again. I'll call you if I need any more help.
Okay.
I'll put the fish into the bucket. At least it'll have a bit of water in there.
To było zabawne. Tu mamy rybę. Nadal mamy wędkę. Teraz wiadro do wnęki.
There's no doubt that the fish is a creature of water.
Teraz reszta. Stworzenie ziemi. A, robaki są stworzeniem ziemi.
I'll place several creatures of the earth into the alcove.
Została wędka. Stworzenia ognia i powietrza. Coś tu jest?
Hello, Cheep Cheep. There are 4 little alcoves by the
A, on jest
entrance,
stworzeniem
and
powietrza.
Creature of the Air is written under one of them. Well, I just wondered if you could perhaps go into the alcove for a bit. Oh, get out of here. It's not a trap.
A może jest?
Female intuition. Oh, well, I'll fill the other alcoves first, and then we can talk again, okay? Maybe you could help me to get at the honey in the bee's nest. Perhaps you could distract them. You can fly so much better than them.
O, dobra.
Quick, while Cheep Cheep's distracting the bees. Oh, but I don't have a suitable container.
Co? Gdzie teraz? Ogniste chochliki? Ja tutaj niczego nie widzę.
Those are fire fairies. They're very rare. I haven't seen any for 200 years.
Łapią na wędkę?
Fire fairies consist of pure fire. They have to gather nectar the whole day to maintain their flame.
A się muzyka zmieniła? Aż się przestraszyłem.
Hello, Cheep. Maybe you could... Perhaps you could... I can manage perfectly well on my own, and if I need gnome help, then I know where he's sulking. I can manage
Teraz pytanie, co mam zrobić?
I'm supposed to reach into the bee's nest and steal the honey while the bees are still in the nest. Forget it. I've also got nothing to put the honey in.
Może Nate pomoże?
Captain Bonnet?
Hmm?
Are you quite sure that you're repairing that airship?
Sure. Why wouldn't I be?
It's raining breadcrumbs. Don't tell me that we took that detour yesterday solely to get your bread rolls.
What are you implying?
So it was just incompetence. I thought as much. Did you intend to throw the jar at my head? Hello? Oh.
No to mamy słoik. Ostatni raz prosimy ćwierka o pomoc.
Hello, Cheep Cheep.
Te czasówki mi coś
Maybe
nie
you could
idą.
help me to get... Perhaps...
Ale wszystkie bez żadnego wyjątku robiłem po kilka razy.
Quick, while Cheep Cheep's distracting the bees. There isn't much honey in the glass and it's covered in bits of honeycomb, but there's enough for a sandwich.
Dobra, mamy miód. No to łapiemy ogniste
The
chochliki.
fire fairies are cautious. They're keeping away from me.
No to postawmy tu.
This could work. The intellectual capacities of fairies are completely overrated. Come on, come on, lovely honey.
O, teraz je widzę.
I've got you.
O, jaki ładny. No to w dziuro.
I think one could call this little beastie a creature of fire.
Dobra, ćwirus, ćwirus.
Hello, Cheep Cheep. You are the only thing missing. A creature of the air. Now come on, please, just sit in the alcove. There you are. No trap. However, the door isn't opening either. Perhaps one has to... Cheep!
Otworzyło się.
Cheep Cheep! Thank the gods you're okay. It can't have been that bad. Oh, very well. But not the whole lot in one go. See you, Cheep Cheep.
Się ćwierć obraził. Dobra, wchodzimy.
You wanna come?
Of course.
Okay, but keep behind me and don't touch anything. And what about Mr. Professional Treasure Hunter? Are you coming?
Napis zniknął.
There are still a few things to do on the ship here.
Really? Would you rather wait out here then and warn us if the shades or that adorable bounty hunter appear?
On the other hand, you'd be completely stuck in that temple without me. And don't touch anything. If you see a precious stone anywhere, call me. It could be a trap.
If you're such an expert, shouldn't you be going ahead?
Not all traps can be seen in time. The expedition leader needs to keep safe.
Wilbur, stay well away from him if you value your life.
What? This temple is ancient. What could happen to you here? Shouldn't something unexpected happen now?
Enough messing around. We've got a job to do. Come on and stick close together.
Yeah, as close as possible, baby.
Ale super animacja.
Oh, damn!
Oh, great. Stay calm. I'll think of something.
Dobra. O, Nate doszedł do załogi. No to komentujcie, subskrybujcie, oceniajcie. Łapki w górę, łapki w dół. Do zobaczenia w kolejnej części Zagrajmy w The Book of Unwritten Tales, gdzie zbadamy tą świątynię. Cześć.